Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It exists. I know I don't remember about it sometimes, but it's kind of nice to get your shit together and do another update video. This time we are getting together in January 2026. There were quite a bit of changes happening with my life lately, which I'm gonna tell about now. But overall, those were the very positive changes, and you know that since I've got psychosis, I do have some episodes every now and then. Due to the amount of stress or whatever, but in the past few months I was managing my body pretty well, so I think I got like one breakdown, and that was because my life was changing and I needed it. Every change needs an update. Every change needs time. Every change needs this moment of silence so that everything settles. It's like wobbling water and sand, right? If you keep doing that, it won't settle. Whether if you stop doing anything, it will slowly go down. So I guess that's what happened to me at this time, and I'm honestly glad to admit that I got there. At least I know who I am now. At least I got there. It's not easy to, be a energy transmitter and a channeler within the current 3D world, purely because everybody's just believing the illusion, but there is something much bigger than this illusion. So at one point I just considered that it might make sense for me to stop playing into this illusion and just seeing it sort of from the back. Once I got the observer view, once my mind got the observer view, it was a bit more visible that the whole thing is not real and it's made by people's perceptions within social systems. And you can see how it's being used for manipulation, and how people get stuck, and how people just, the fire dies inside, if you know what I mean. I won't let my fire die. I've got like proper fire going on. I saved it from other like dark energies that were trying to get to it, and I safeguarded my fire, and I created my mini world. Neural patterns look pretty much like this, I guess, since we're together here transmitting a lot of nice high frequencies to you. And honestly, once you get the observer view, you start realizing that you can live differently. Silence is not fearful anymore. Before I would try to silence the silence, like switching something on, calling someone, doing like some things that keep me out of presence. Presence didn't feel safe before, and now it does. I mean, look at it. It's just snowing in England. Unbelievable, eh? I finished the book. And honestly, I can't believe I finished the book. I can't believe it's gonna come out. I am very ready to go out there because I'm tired to be sitting in a box. I am very ready to speak to as many people as I can and navigate their perceptions towards the bigger future. Because planet Earth doesn't seem to me as developed as it could be by now. I feel like there were some disruptions which completely changed the course of intersection. And I know I'm talking in a probably weird language for you, but if you're still watching, that's not a weird language for you, right? There is an element of this profound understanding that if you keep playing into this illusion, you will miss out on the real things. That idea on its own makes me present. It's not necessary to worry about things, it's not necessary to stress about things, it's not necessary to believe everything that other people say, it's not necessary to watch news, it's not necessary to do many things that humans do on a daily basis. Losing their lives, not losing, how would I put it? Playing the wrong game. If you take there's a very nice game called Ark. There is like a island and dinosaurs, and you can like get some wood and build yourself a house, etc. Pretty cool game. I like it, I enjoy it. If you like creating your own world, that might be a very good one for you. So if we take that as like a full expansive game, and we say that there you can do pretty much all of it, plus there are some Hogwarts stuff as well, and you know, some energy bits and pieces and all that, and instead you just at the till playing Pac-Man. That's what I feel like everybody's doing. In their own tills, just playing Pac-Man. Within that Ark game. Which means that their progress in the Ark game is minimal. But they might have played 140 games in Pac-Man. And they're so happy about it. And I'm so glad they are. However, within that Ark game, that very person who just played 140 times Pac-Man is supposed to establish a new way of ideation. He's supposed to create something in it, yeah? And yet he's still fucking playing in it. But there are so many people that depend on this tiny little idea that he's supposed to release. And there are so many souls that are connected to this idea. So by not igniting this idea, technically you guys are delaying the technological process of your energetic development and alignment to other civilizations. And it's not a question that they exist anymore, okay? It's just, they just do. Just believe me, okay? They do. The fact that you can't see them yet, and the fact that they're not communicating with you, is probably because you're still playing the Pac-Man. Being ignorant towards all that doesn't do any good. However, it does hide you in a box for the time being. Speaking about the book has glimpses to those civilizations I'm talking about. But it's all the way in the end when your mind is ready for them. Do not rush to it. So when you start reading the book, enjoy it chapter by chapter. Give yourself some time to integrate those light codes, those energies, etc. Just by taking the book like that, it will already start upgrading your whole system, your whole light system. That's what it's supposed to do. After you guys perceive the how to live on Earth, we will get to the next level. The next level is going to be the human design, how it works, what are the activations that you might be able to use, or what are your particular activations which are linked to this or that cosmic lineage. There are like a lot of things. And I know like physics, science is all interesting, and it's kind of like all blended together. That's the interesting bit about it, because you, like, scientists can't unjustify all those things that will be in the book because they're relevant. So with this in mind, my point of view towards me has changed, I would say, drastically. I sort of stopped guilt tripping myself for not being understood. I don't care. I'm so tired of explaining myself, it's unbelievable. Why should I explain those things? They are true overall. If you don't resonate and you prefer to live in the illusion and play Pac-Man, that's not my problem. I would like to be kinder to people, and I would like to be kinder to myself. So that is the main reason why I stopped over explaining. I don't feel the necessity in it overall. You're here, I'm here, we see each other, we communicate. Yes, we're in this bubble which I organized, but if I organize this bubble, that means I can organize the bigger bubble. I can create bigger spaces, I can create bigger tuning chambers where people are gonna be tuned into their natural frequency, to the frequency of Earth. But then what opens next is a bit of a movie, to be honest. I think I told you before that I can't see my own future, but I can amplify what's been already in the field for somebody else. There are things that sometimes linger in the fields, which are like, oh, this is the next step, and here's what's in it. And sometimes people don't see it themselves because they disbelieve those things. They feel like, well, they start undermining themselves for some reason. They start getting into that thing that they're not being enough, or that bollocks. I've been thinking about it a lot. You can see, because I've always been struggling as a child, even to sort of adhere to those systems. And I kept asking the teachers, like, why is this made this way? You can go further, and you can like look at the solar system, the other stuff, and like find the patterns, etc., etc. It will be like the whole thing, and you will see the whole bigger picture. And they will be like, no. This little space is gonna be their bigger picture for a while. And then if they want to, they can discover all sorts of points of connection, etc. But I would be like, why would you hide it from them straight away? Like, why would you hide those truths in the very beginning? Because their soul remembers, right? The kids are very energetically advanced before they've been brainwashed. And big applause to the parents who actually preserve that, who know that the schools are doing their thing, and probably universities. They just go in from old patterns. They're not doing like wrong thing. It was wrong, and it is wrong now. But when they created it, it might have felt right. So no offense to the school systems. It's just I feel like if we just let that natural spark glow straight away, we would lose much less time. Because how much time did you spend trying to work out what you can do for a living? It even sounds like, what do you do for a living? I fucking live, okay? What is in my life inside it? There are many things. It's like a kaleidoscope of different colors which are blended together, and if you flip one side, then they form another picture. If you flip it one more time, then they would form a much cleaner picture. And all of a sudden, when you flip it upwards, you kind of realize that you are that kaleidoscope, and you are what it takes, and you have what it takes. So I guess with that, I'm just trying to say that we all have what it takes. We've just been made believed that we don't. But if we unbelieve that belief, and we build our own belief, and we will know that this is the true belief, our mind will stop focusing on unnecessary stuff. Our field will stop focusing on unnecessary stuff, because the field will know that this is mine and this is not mine. The majority of things why I was struggling were because I would pick up the urgent signals of people's nervous systems, and I would try to soothe them, which obviously makes me very tired, especially if my body doesn't understand what it's I'm doing. And I would like come home with a head like that, and I would try to like ground this whole thing through my body. Imagine how painful is that? No wonder the mind went bonkers. I mean, but now as we become more aware of our body, we become more aware of how the energy travels within the body, how it actually projects that body. It just feels cleaner, and solitude becomes peaceful. Silence becomes peaceful. The roots feel safe to grow, and so is the plant. Everything settles, everything gets let go, and it's just so beautiful. I will end with this for now. Watch out for the book. I can't wait to see you in person. I think it will happen one day. Even if it happens like a year or two from now, I'll be totally keen to see you. I forgot about my human update. Okay, let me do it very quickly. I'm so sorry. I turned 30 and I got married. And it all happened in the past 5 days. And I'm still realizing my new baseline. Baseline changed. It's above bullshit now. So I take much less of bullshit, as you can see. And I'm much more self-contained, and I guess a bit more confident in my future, because I've got someone to care about, and I've got someone to love, and I can't betray them by killing myself. And that would be my usual struggle for the past 15 years. I really wanted to kill myself. But since I committed to relationships now, and I have to stay, I guess it's better to stop running from it and just get present and get cracking, right? There is no point of believing other people's illusions. There is no point of getting into those Pac-Man games. That's what freedom is for. It's for the enjoyment of life at its purest form. Thank you for being with me. I know that blurb was not probably the cleanest delivery, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it to get into it, if you know what I mean. Getting into a clean monologue and clean delivery is pretty easy, but realizing that clarity, with gratitude, is what I'm doing this for. It does help you to navigate your own self, because you can see yourself on camera as well, and you can assess. If you're not afraid of looking at yourself, you can assess your performance, and you can assess your delivery, and you can make it better. It's all very achievable. It just depends what you want to do. But it more depends on how you want to be, to be honest. It's not about what you do. It's about how you are. Not even who you are. What is the feeling that you resonate? That's what it's about. And if one beacon is first to light up before it lights up all the other ones, which are gonna light up the other ones, etc., then your beacon is very important. For me, for other people, for your friends and family, even if you don't feel that way, it is important. Being visible is hard. People teach other people to be invisible. That's another realization from school, that we are made to be invisible. And if we are special at any point, we would be put into the right position to do that special thing quickly and get back to the box. I honestly don't know how the system is gonna... It's just gonna collapse, isn't it? If all the beacons light up at the same time, and all of a sudden the interplanetary civilization comes into contact, who's gonna be calm? I'll be calm because I'll be like, well, I told you. But all the other people are gonna panic. Because they're not ready for that frequency. Not because there's something wrong with it, but just because taking yourself out of the illusion takes a while, and rising to a higher frequency to your true self takes a while. So if you were thinking about starting that journey, start it now. What do I mean by start it now? Just sit down in silence and see what comes up. You can help yourself with there are like psychological tests and things like that, but I wouldn't waste time on that, to be honest. I would just write down what there is drains you versus what nurtures you. It does help. Just that list helps a lot. I've done it myself, and all the people that I wrote down that were driving me nuts all of a sudden disappeared, because I made a decision that I will stick to something that nurtures me at all times. I do sometimes get caught up in other people's responsibilities, but I sometimes do it by choice, because I just want to help. But when it's like crucially someone else's responsibility, I would have to say, I can't do this. I have no part in it, and I can say I have no part in it, and it would drain me a lot, and I would lose the energy that I could have used for my stuff. My stuff are pretty important to me. So there's nothing wrong with being self-centered. And I know there is a belief about egoism, but funny how false beliefs are being advertised as true beliefs. It's like black is white and white is black. It was there in every single country I lived. And it's so funny because I would believe it in every single country. Now, as I am sort of, I wouldn't say I'm a foreigner on this planet. I'm not a foreigner on this planet. I've been to places, I've seen things. I know people. I care about them. And I don't like seeing what people are doing to themselves. I really hope the book sticks. I really see it as something that can pivot people to back to their own self. The snow stopped. When I was in the middle of the video, the snow was like dropping quite hard. Now it's not anymore. That means I cleared enough energy in my projection so that it becomes calm. And the feeling is calm as well. I actually found a spot in my body where I can be and I'll be comfortable. This spot is in your belly, like top of your belly is a spot where you can be. You can be still, warm, confident and grateful for existence within this body. In the end of the day, it's just part of your soul doing it. It's not all of it. The soul is fragmented into many, many pieces which are living at the same time. All that is performing at the same time. The fact that we have no visibility in it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's like being on one radio channel and thinking that the other radio channel doesn't exist. Whether the other person is listening to that radio channel and they feel like yours doesn't exist. But then you're sharing those two radio channels and being like, oh, here's classic music. Oh, I'm listening to rock. Have you listened to this? That would be much more fun if the energy exchange was happening freely, easily, without any interruptions. It would have been much more fun. But I guess that's what we're trying to get to at this point, to get to the things which excite us, to get to the things which are wonderful to you, interesting to listen about, interesting to see, interesting to play with. Because in the end of the game, in the end of the day, it's a game. And in the end of the game, there's nothing there. Game over. But once you stop playing that game, you get to the floor where this game is being set up. And you realize that this was you who set up the game. And at one point you did set up a Pac-Man for yourself. Just to get to that hole. Just to realize that you need to get out. Life is a magnificent thing. And living on Earth is even more magnificent. Because it's a living planet. Everything is alive. Matter Matter is just the representation of the dense energy that makes you breathe. Because in the end of the day, we're all made of the same thing, just vibrating on the different frequencies. Oh my god, the bird. They sometimes come to sing in the morning. And in the evening, pretty much at the same time. It's like a setup in the system. The default time within the cycle. Once you sit in silence, it's quite easy to then tap into those things. I guess the noise of the world doesn't allow us to do that too often. But it's, in the end of the day, it's just the way of living. Everybody has a different way to live their life, and that's what's beautiful about it. It shouldn't be all carved to the same form. It's not the way it was made. Every single leaf is different. Why should people be the same? And this, yesterday, it was like that. It's a tree of life that every single one of us has inside. On this beautiful note, I'm gonna say goodbye and see you next time. Have fun in your life chapters. Create that character. Live your life.